Welcome to The Advantage. Today we're talking about LeBron James and Tyrece Haliburton and exactly how they got buckets in the in-season tournament. Alright, this is very much an IQ video and we're diving deep into how those buckets came about. Because this show is called The Advantage, and we don't just play the game, we think the game, alright? It's all about learning players' advantages, how to stop it, and how to utilize it. So let's go ahead and kick it off with Tyrece Haliburton. What are his advantages? Well, he can shoot it. He's a sniper for real. Shot kind of wonky, but he can shoot it. All right. Number 2, he can pass it. Point guard for real. Number 3, he got a nice little handle on him. Point guard for real. Number 4, he's patient. He's patient, which as young as he is, for a lot of guys in the league, just a lot of players, period, patience is a virtue. 5, IQ. Dude is actually really smart if you pay attention. The biggest aspect that is on the scouting report for other teams is that he can shoot it, right? So throughout the whole game, they're sitting there playing a drop coverage, right? So drop coverage is basically this, where you see Brook Lopez playing in that drop position. He's not hugging up on anybody. He's playing low, all right? So if they come off of that screen, he's there to pick up Haliburton off the screen, but also be able to get back to his man in the paint. And the other defender is trying to come over the screen and stay with Haliburton on his hip. So this is what we call a lock and trail, all right? So we lock onto that hip and then we trail over the screen. Lock and trail. All right, the whole purpose of drop coverage is to make sure that they can't shoot it off the screen. They can't pull the Stephen Curry and pull up, even though Stephen Curry would still pull up. So this is the game plan for the Bucks, clearly, because they did it the whole entire game. They didn't switch it up. I want you guys to pay attention to 2 things, all right? First thing is my corner shooters. Usually when you're coming off of a screen, once your feet hit the paint, all right, you hit a corner shooter, you know, and those shooters have to be respectable, all right? So obviously those shooters in the corners are respectable because the Bucks are playing tight on them, so you can't drive and kick. And the second thing, I want you guys to pay attention to the roller, all right, because now it all comes down to the 2-man game, all right? What is the person with the ball gonna do, and what is my roller gonna do? So there's 2 things that always happen for the roller. The roller either slip the screen right away, right, to force them to make a decision. So now Brook Lopez has to make a decision. Am I going to guard the ball or am I going to guard my mans? That rotation has to be crisp, right? You can't just stand there and be like, and hesitate, all right? Because he's slipping that screen so fast and heading straight to the rim, I got to hurry up and get back, right? You see what's happening, all right? And the second thing that would happen, Tyrece would come off the screen, right? Keep the defender on his hip. All right. Now the roller would space out. All right. And here's what happened when you don't stick to the plan, Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard didn't go over the screen. He didn't do a lock and trail. He went under the screen not once, but twice. And guess what Haliburton get to do? He got to utilize his advantage. Shooting it. So now you gotta live with it, right? The other thing I also want to point out is that when the Bucks created this game plan, all right, the drop coverage, it's like, yo, we are going to live with them not shooting threes. We are going to live with them trying to score points in the paint. All right, we good with that. That's the game plan. All right, but they did it. The Pacers did it so effectively that it's just like, yo, you take what you can get. Because once again, we're not just shooters. We're ball players. We can do more than just shoot the ball. We got the layup package on lock. We got the passing on lock. So that's the advantage to having multiple advantages. And by the way, I've gotten to be in workouts with Tyrece Haliburton. He's really like that. Like, his shot is funky, but he's really like that. Now for my man with the plan, LeBron James. Okay, guys, I was at this game, all right? And when I say LeBron was really like that, like, come on. So what is Bron's advantage? Well, first of all, he's big. Alright? Really, when he was coming through the paint, it's really like a freight train. Y'all see it on TV, but if you've never gotten to see him in person, he's really like, he's fast and he's big. Move out the way on some ludicrous move. Get out the way. And of course, the game plan most of the time will always be pack in the paint. Because what would you rather have? Would you rather have LeBron shooting threes, or would you rather have LeBron in the paint? Once again, he's a freight train. And no offense, I don't care how good LeBron shot is getting. I want LeBron shooting threes. Because we playing percentages here. We're not just playing, the percentages say he get this many points in the paint and he get this many points from the three. And the team as a whole doesn't shoot great from three anyway, right? And you got AD down there, so it's like we're gonna pack in the paint as much as possible. And the game plan also was they're not trying to guard LeBron too far from the three-point line, right? So kind of like the game plan how it usually is for Jokic, give him a late contest. All right, so it's kind of like a hesitation when you see people just standing there, like the defender standing there, and they're not, because it's like LeBron can decide to get the ball. You know how he look at the ball for a second and then he just drive, or he can look at the ball and decide he want to shoot it. Because when he shoot it, he'll shoot like a little leaner, a little fadeaway, right? So it's harder to block anyway. So we're not gonna guard you too far out from the three-point line, right? And we're gonna give you a late contest every time. The problem is, that night, LeBron took advantage of it. He hit 3 threes in a row. My man was balling. And there were 2 instances of how he was scoring his threes. So he would score it off a fast break where he just come down, shoot it in your face, because it's a late contest anyway. Or he would score it off the rotation. All right, so once the defense has rotated, we swing, pick and roll, swing. Right, the defense is rotated 2 or 3 times. Now I get a kind of late contest on top of the hesitation of the contest that you're doing anyway. I'm going to shoot it in your face. And of course, last but not least, the pick and roll worked very well for LeBron. It was times where he'll come off that screen, and it's like, yo, the defender is on my hip. First of all, the person guarding me is too small, so I'm not gonna play bully ball with Valanciunas or go up with Valanciunas. I'm gonna stick right here with this little small dude right here, and it's gonna be me and you. So he gets into his body and try to get a nice little 1-2 for the one time. And then of course, pick and roll with AD. You got Zion and Valanciunas. If they get the switch with Zion on AD, meet me at the rim, throw it over Zion to where he can't jump and use his athleticism, and meet me at the rim for AD. Either way, this in-season tournament has been fun to watch, and I'm super happy to break it down for you guys, first of all. But either way, I'm trying to get tickets to the last game right now, just to see LeBron, maybe if, he gets his first, trophy in the first in-season tournament. Or, shoot, I got to see Tyrece do his thing. Hopefully he gets his first trophy for the in-season tournament. Either way, it'll be very entertaining. So I appreciate you guys watching The Advantage. Peace out.